For our AMI program, we were given several topics and we're supposed to choose one of these topics. We chose generation gap and we're supposed to be asking people on how they feel about it and their opinions, and we're going to produce a documentary about it.
I'm going to ask elders about how they feel when they see teenagers doing things that they won't do themselves. For example, excessive use of technology.
And I'm going to be asking teenagers on how they feel when the elders address them about the things that they do, since the elders won't do when they were their age.
We would like to ask you a couple of questions for a documentary that we're doing for our school. It's basically, how do you feel about the generation gap? Like, let's say your grandparents, when they visit you and they ask you, why do you use technology a lot? Why do you stay on your phone, computer, television? How do you feel when they tell you that?
I feel pretty weird because all of us nowadays use this all the time. When they were young, they had nothing to use. They were just sitting around, wasting time.
Okay, thank you.
How do you feel about this generation when you see teenagers doing things that you wouldn't do when you were a teenager? What do you feel? Do you think it's a good thing or do you think it's a bad thing?
For example, the use of technology and the excessive use.
Okay, Aman, is it recording, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, it's a good thing, of course. The younger generation had an opportunity to do things that we have never done before. It's a good thing to explore new technologies and the things that we never experienced. So yeah, it is a positive thing. You guys should really nail it all the time, all the way.
Thank you.
Thank you. How do you feel when you see teenagers doing things you wouldn't do as a teenager?
Okay, so basically teenagers these days have much more resources, have much more openness to the world than what I had as a teenager. Like for instance, Facebook was created when I was like 14 or 13, so we couldn't communicate as easy. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's called MSN. This is how we used to deal with in the days. Okay, and now you guys have access, the youth has access to Facebook, to WhatsApp, to stuff that kind of empties their potential. Like there's so much to do in life outdoors, there's so much to discover, there's so much potential that, like, using the social media, I'm not saying it's not a good thing. Of course it's a good thing because it helps them connect, it helps them learn more about other cultures so easily, but at the same time they don't get the potential to explore the world the conventional ways. They don't get to, like, if you think about it, the youth potential right now is kind of like it's less, people are less ambitious to discover new things, to travel, because everything is literally at the touch of a finger. Basically, you can do everything at the touch of a finger. You become more, teenagers have become lazier, honestly. I'm not fairly
Right now, and for example, their use of technology. How do you feel about it?
I don't interact with any teenagers. My kids are so small.
Oh, okay.
But
so, what do you think about? Would you do that if you had the resources when you were a teenager?
Like, the question is, like, when you see teenagers and you see what they do online, and when they use their phones too much, do you think it's a good thing or it's a bad thing, or are they in the right track or the wrong track?
yeah, actually the technology is not a bad thing, right? Technology is a good thing, but how you use it. So I think the teenagers, they should use it for their good, because they don't know what is right and what is wrong for them, because their mind is not that developed. So they should use it for their studies, or for all the healthy activities. Now, what are the healthy activities? Studies, sports, social welfare, and like this. So,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yusuf, اسأل.
How do you feel when you see teens doing things that you won't do when you were a teen? Why?
For example, like excessive use of technology, like
Yeah. Why?
Technology.
It's a good thing or a bad thing?
do you think
And
what they're
why?
doing, are they in the right track, or is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Technology?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Like
Technology
sitting
is
on
good.
the like do you think it's
Sitting on
completely good?
PlayStation games?
Yeah.
It's a bad thing.
Yeah. And maybe like the dangers of the internet.
I think the dangers of the internet is a sad way the world is going.
Yeah,
I
and
think there needs to be more control over the
Yeah.
internet.
but it's also a little hard because it's nearly impossible for parents to stop them because we don't know when it will happen. There are probably
I
scams.
think the internet is moving too fast
Yeah.
and that there's not enough control, which is a sad thing. I don't know how you achieve that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
As a school project.
Okay, cool.
We just want to know how you feel about seeing teenagers nowadays using their gadgets, their technology, and doing things that you wouldn't do when you were a teenager.
What do you think there? I don't know. I don't want to be that guy who says that things were better in the past. I think it's really different. I think it's good and bad. I think from a physical standpoint, it becomes more complicated for kids to maybe stay in shape, and I know that obesity is a big issue in many parts of the world, maybe because of that. But I also think that when it comes to the intellectual side of things, I know there are also surveys that they've done with kids and they've compared it with their parents, and kids nowadays, have a lot easier time keeping a lot of things in their head. There was this exercise where there was, I think it was on a little screen, and there were two gray balls kind of bouncing around, and then one of them turned yellow, and then they both turned gray again, and you would kind of keep track of which one was which. And the kids were able to do up to like 9 balls, with 4 being yellow, and still keeping track of which ones turned colors, whereas their parents were not even doing half as good, right? So that's good, but in terms of obesity and that kind of thing,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
To start off, thank you for
بتعمل